Alright, so this is going to be the first run through of Hearthstone on the free to play account. I already have one in America, so this is going to be on, what did I decide? I think this was Europe. So, a couple of rules. First thing is, this is a free to play account, so we're not going to put anything into this, we're just going to take the cards that they give us. And the second thing is dusting. Nothing's going to get dusted until we have two or more of that card. The only thing about that is if we get a golden card, we can dust the golden card if we have two of the basic ones already. I don't really care about the golden cards, I'd rather have the dust, especially when we're going to be pretty poor to start out with. I have a couple of ideas for some decks, but we're going to see what the game gives us, and without too much babbling on, here we go.
A new challenger. It's Jaina Proudmore, the maid. Who will accept this challenge? Oh, the scourge of Elwyn. Hogger the Knoll. Gather round, gather round. Let the battle begin.
Bring it on. I need some minions to fight for me.
Okay, so Jaina is the first of 9 different heroes that you get in this game. If you've played anything like Magic the Gathering or any other trading card game, it's pretty much the same thing. You'll pick up on this pretty quick. Otherwise, you can follow along this tutorial and it'll explain pretty much the entire game, or at least what you need to know to start out with. So we're going to play our Murloc Raider.
Job done.
Your move, no.
And there's nothing we can do. These guys have
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
that. They cannot attack until they can't attack the turn they're played unless they have charge. Is it charge in this? Yeah, charge. Yeah. And there's a new thing called Rush, but we'll get into that later. That's not really an important thing right now.
Well, at least he didn't play a card this turn.
Rush is a new mechanic that just came out this week, but I don't think we're going to be doing too much of the new cards just yet.
Another minion. Just what I needed. I've got you right where I want you.
Minions must wait a turn to attack.
Excellent.
Job done.
2 cards. Ugh, he must have been saving one. Should I attack a gnome or Hogger himself?
Well, it would be stupid, I think, to attack the creatures. Especially when we have such a big health advantage. So we're just going to end the turn.
5 attack. That thing is huge.
That's what she said.
Can kill
Okay.
this massive gnome, or go for his master.
Since he has no cards left,
I'm coming for you next, Hogger.
take care of his creature.
A spell card. It can only be used once, so I better make it count.
So we hit him in the face, hit him, and we move on.
Back to the stockades with you, Hogger.
And we move on to the next fight. There's 6 tutorial games until we get into the main part of
Jaina
the game.
House Manastorm.
So hopefully we can fly through these pretty quickly and move on to some more interesting
Jaina.
Interesting
Prepare to
games.
face the mighty Millhouse Manastorm. What? I wanted to go first.
Both players typically start with 30 health, but during the tutorials, the opponents that you face are
Job done.
lower health.
What kind of minion is that? A murloc? Oh, oh, this card is incredible. Just you wait until I get some more mana.
Fortunately, we can't skip over the
My mana
talking.
has been restored.
Oh yeah, good point. Every turn you start, you get an additional mana crystal, and all your mana is restored at the start of your turn. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can get up to 10 mana, and then that's just what you get capped at. It'll just refresh after every turn.
Stop attacking me! I'm trying to win this game! Another mana! Here it comes! You know what this feels like?
What?
Winning! Duh!
Oh, let's see. Actually, I'd like to just draw 2.
Yeah! Watch the mustache! You're gonna love this!
That's kind of what I thought he was going to do. I don't remember. I haven't played these tutorials in a while, so I don't know exactly where these,
Just you wait until I have 10 mana!
what his turn order is. I don't think the tutorials are random. They might be, though.
Hurry! I can't wait to play this card! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Jaina, I hope you like Doom!
And that should be the game. Oops.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers!
I mean, these tutorials are pretty straightforward. I think there's only one that's kind of
Jaina
iffy.
versus Lord Walker Cho.
This one's annoying if you don't know what's coming. And I'm not going to ruin it for people who don't know.
It is good to see you.
But I do remember this boss fight.
Show me what you've learned.
I will not hold back.
Good, good. I am not all that handy with swords or bows, but I do have many friends.
Yes, Lord Walker.
Alright. The tiniest little tickle in my throat. I don't really see a point in playing Arcane Explosion for just one guy. So I think we're just going to take the Raptor, go face.
Even a single point of damage can mean the difference between victory and defeat.
My respects, Elder.
Again, You can just play. We're playing first, so we'll just try to keep the lead as much as possible. Plus, I want to save the arcane explosion for later on in this fight. So once you get him down to a certain
Lord
point,
Walker.
he does... Oh, okay, I forgot about that.
Handle it!
We'll still go face for now.
Job done.
So I don't think they really play too aggressively.
Yes, Lord Walker.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for.
Cannot reach me.
For now. After I destroy your troops, I'm coming for you.
Just in case we get anything interesting. And we don't.
You are quite powerful. I have made some new friends who can heal as well as fight.
Someone call for the
Yep. Battlecry minions do something as soon as they're cast. So this guy restores 2 health when you play him. And you can restore 2 health to anything, either yourself or some of your characters. I'm gonna play him.
I hope you like my invention.
Job done.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to an upset tummy. War should be a last resort,
Let's see.
You are naive, Lord Walker.
perhaps.
Just try to
You
keep his
are
minions
very
at bay.
strong, Jaina.
And I don't think that's enough to keep him in the game. So we deal 3 damage to the enemy hero. This is the battle cry for Nightblade.
They'll never know what hit.
Hit for 5, hit for 2. And we're moving on.
You are a true master.
It's been an honor, Lord Walker.
Jaina versus King Mukla.
It's King Mukla. Get him while he's alone.
So most of these characters that we're playing against
Why
are not
these
the other
monkeys throwing bananas at me?
aren't the other characters you unlock. Some of them are actually cards in the game, which is kind of interesting. Just try to keep his board clear.
You crazy monkeys. Is that all you've got, Mukla? Just barrels?
Could have played the
My steel!
could have played the River Crossalisk, but I think this is a little bit of a better play. Not by much, but I think it's slightly better. We've got a pretty good health lead, so at the moment... we're doing okay. So the gorilla has taunt,
Kill that ape so I can finish off Mukla.
which means we have to go through him before we can attack face again, or any other enemy that doesn't have taunt. So, let's see. What do I want to do here?
Taste my steel!
Call for the down.
Job done.
Guess we'll just do that.
I hope you like my invention.
I'm not super worried about the... Well, no, I'm definitely not worried about the 1-4 taunt.
Bingo! Yeah, done.
Okay, so we got a little bit of his health back. And I think we're just gonna
Ready for action! Handle it!
just kind of empty the clip here on this guy. Alright,
Oh, if you're sure.
that, okay.
Do you hear something? What the?
No fireball, unfortunately.
To arms!
I'm not really sure why the AI plays as weakly as it does, but makes some
To dingo!
pretty poor choices.
To arms!
Not saying I make the most game theory optimal choices, but
I don't think that's the last we'll see of Mukla.
okay, 2 more to go. This one can be a little annoying, I think.
Jaina versus the one, the only, Timid Nissinglary.
Well, are you a pretty lad?
Watch your tongue.
Eh? Nobody talks to old Hemet like that. Ha! I go first.
But I get an extra card.
Oh, good. 'Cause you'll need it.
And okay, I couldn't remember if you could mulligan on this or
this
not.
reminds me of the time I was stalking the great tiger, Bangladesh.
It's beast hunting time.
A beast? I'll make a trophy of it. Hey, now you're probably used to fighting against minions. Hemet fights his own battles.
Yeah, this is where you get your hero power.
I have some tricks of my own, dwarf.
So it costs 2 mana to use your hero power, and you can use it once per turn.
Ah! Shotgun!
It's beast hunting time.
Okay, his is deal 1 damage, alright.
1 health. A perfect target.
Ready for action! Tell me, have you read me book, The Green Hills of Stranglethorn? Handle it!
Oh, let's see.
Handle it! I'll skin that beast! I need a new scarf. Hey, maybe I should go back to writing. What you want?
Okay, so we've got another taunt to deal with. And I think
They'll never know what.
we'll just let
Hit it very hard.
we'll let our little hog friend deal with it.
Before my huge bog creature!
I need to find a way to neutralize that thing.
So polymorph is a spell that will transform a minion into a 1/1 sheep, which is exactly what we're gonna do with him. Hitting him with our hero power.
Very hard.
This one's mine.
Tazdingo! Yes!
And then we can just polymorph the shield master.
Ah, come on!
This one's mine. And that's the end of your safari, messing wary.
And this should be the last tutorial. And this guy is a major pain in the ass. He's beatable, but he's got a lot of abilities.
Jaina versus Illidan Stormrage.
This fight is totally not fair. Blame the terrible game designers.
Prepared!
It's kind of how I remember
I
this.
don't know. I just played 5 missions.
They don't let you mulligan.
I don't have any cards that cost 1 mana.
This will be fun! Feel the hatred of 10,000 years!
So weapons have durability in this game. So this number over, the number with the cross swords is how much damage it does. The shield is how many times you can use it after it runs out. It is no longer available. It, dies, quote unquote, or breaks, whatever you'd like to call it. So I'm just going to nuke him for now. Let him waste his weapon.
Stare into the eyes of the betrayer! Ready to ride! Taste my steel!
And his ability is summon 2 2/1 minions.
Who shall be next to taste my blades? Behold the flames of Azeroth!
It's hero power. It's so strong.
You know nothing of power! Ready for action!
Health was a little bit of a concern. More so now.
Tazdingo!
So we got our arcane explosion, which is good.
Behold the power of the demon within!
And all that weapon damage he's using is actually hitting himself too when he's hitting this creature, so we're kind of
Dingo!
Almost like we're rope-a-doping him a little bit. We're just keeping our defense up, and he's slowly wearing himself out.
For Najata.
I will not be touched by rabble such as you.
So,
Such arrogance!
okay.
Stare into the eyes of the betrayer!
5, 7, 5 is 12. Okay, we got him. So this has charge again, so it can attack as soon as it's played. And there we go.
Even your mage's dead.
Oh, because I have Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, it comes with a pack. Very cool.
You can unlock new heroes in practice mode.
Okay, so that's going to be part 1. I'm going to try to do this in parts, just because I don't want the beginning missions to be like a 6-7 hour thing. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it takes a while to get through some of the opening levels and clear your quests out. So one of the quests we have is to win 5 practice games, and we'll get a free pack of cards. We'll unlock all these guys throughout our play. And what else can I show you real quick? This is the shop where you can get like that. We won't touch the welcome bundle because that's costs money. And you can get all the different cards from all the different seasons. They just switched over to a new year, so a lot of the older cards are no longer available for purchase. I don't know if you can do Karazhan or not. I don't see it on here, so I guess you'd have to just buy those cards.
Welcome to the collection manager. You can edit your deck to add your newest cards.
So these are all the cards that we've unlocked so far. I'm not going to run through all of them, but when we build a deck, I'll talk about them a little bit. So we've got some guys that do charge. We talked about taunt. Spell damage increases your spell damage by whatever number. So if you have, deal 1 damage to a minion, it'll actually deal 2 damage as long as this guy's in play. Spell damage, battle cry, he'll summon a friend. So you'll get a 2/1 and a 1/1 minion. Let's see if there's anything else. This guy we used a lot. Your other minions have +1 attack, so he creates a offensive buff, if you will. Battle cry, summon a 1/1 boar. Give a friendly minion +1/+1, and that'll stay on even if this character dies. Let's see, I don't think there's anything else. Frostwolf Warlord's a decent basic card. Gain +1/+1 for each other friendly minion on the battlefield. You can have up to 7 minions, I believe. So if you can get 6 small minions, or any minions for that matter, he'll gain +6/+6, which will turn him into a 10/10. And for 5 mana, that's a pretty good deal. This guy's also a pretty good starter card. Whenever this minion takes damage, gain +3 attack. So if you can ping him for 1, he'll become a 5/6. And then if you can heal him, he'll go back to a 5/7. You can... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so you can just kind of buff him up as hard as you can. And if you can find a way to heal him, he can become really, really powerful. I talked about that. Battle cry, deal 2 damage to anything. Minion or face, doesn't matter. spell damage, taunt, charge. Your other minions have +1/+1. This will go away when this character dies, but he'll give all your other minions +1/+1. And then there's just some guys here that are just really big. A lot of these we probably won't even use once we get deeper into our collection. So we have a pack of cards we can open. I'm going to open everything in one sitting, so I'm going to wait on that and just kind of go through the quest logs. I also have the phone, because if you play a game on the phone, you get a free pack of cards. I also have the tablet, so that'll be another pack of cards. So I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to quickly do the phone and the tablet real quick. And then we're going to do part 2, which is getting into the quest log, winning practice games and unlocking heroes. So stay tuned for part 2.